Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribe, yes, subscribe. Logan never liked Rory and and we're gonna talk about it. He never liked her. A lot of people trying to say, oh, because I said on Twitter that Logan and Rory was so much of Carrie and Mr. Big, and they were, they really were. So I watched it a year in a life, and I watched some of it, and it was good. It was good. It was good. It was good. But it really solidified exactly who Logan was. You are growner now, and you still acting like a child. Mind you, he still was hanging out with those people where he got into that ski accident, and he was unconscious. He's still hanging out with them. So it's just like, you're still acting like a child. He's getting married, but mind you, in a show, in a year in a life, he was making it like as if he was single. And Rory kind of like growed up, and she was like, you know what? I ain't, like at the last episode, she was like, you know what? I'm not going to keep doing this. And I'm proud of her for that. She was like, I'm not going to keep doing this. I'm not going to keep messing with you. You for to marry this girl. I'm not going to be, she's like, I can't keep doing this. And I'm proud of her with that because Logan, he just never wanted to take her serious. And a lot of people say, oh, yes, he did. He was scared of his father. He was scared to stand up to him about her. He never really wanted to take her serious. He didn't. And when you think about the show, he never really wanted to take her serious then because, I forgot what happened? Because she broke up with him. I think he was moving somewhere. Was he moving somewhere? Yes, he was moving somewhere. He was like, oh, that's when he really, really wanted to step up. He was like, oh, well, if you're not coming with me, then, we're over. I can't keep doing this. And then they broke up. It's just, because did she have a job? I don't think she had a job. I don't remember. And I just finished the season, like not too long ago. I think, no, she graduated. Yeah, she graduated. I think she had a job. I think she did. I don't know. But she didn't end up going with Logan again. It's just, Logan always continued to mess, like, literally, okay. In the other, I think it was season 5, I don't know. But it was when his sister was going to get married. She met with the bridesmaids in the room. And then she found out that he messed with all of them. Yeah, he messed with all of them. He messed with all of them. And how nasty is that? But a lot of rich people do this. But how nasty is that? You mess with all your sister's bridesmaids. And mind you, he did this when him and Rory was on a break. And he thought in his mind, oh, we broke up. Rory was like, I just needed a little break. And you just decided to do all of this. And the reason why she continued to be with him was because she was kind of trying to please her. She's such a people pleaser. She tried to please her grandparents, because grandparents was like, ooh, he's a Huntzberger, and they gotta, they want to keep up the name. And it's just like, she tried it, but he just wasn't it. Like, he just wasn't it. And I think Rory, she realized that every time she tried to get with him, she just realized, like, he just wasn't it. It was always a problem. Everything he done was always a problem. It's like every time they always called it quits, he always would come back and say, oh, Rory, I love you. I would do better. Oh, Rory, I would do better. And he never really done better. Because when I watched it a year in the life, like, you marrying this girl, this woman that you don't even like, you still in love with Rory. Like, you want to take Rory seriously, but you actually don't. Are they playing music this early? Hope I don't get copyrighted. Okay, they stopped at the music. It's just, yeah. What else I want to say with this video? Let me see. It's just, like, when Logan bought her that Birkin, Rory is so funny to me, though. Because she didn't even know how to act with the Birkin. Like, she just didn't know how to act. Like, at all. Like, she just did not know how to act. when he bought her that Birkin, she wasn't even like happy at all. Like at all. She wasn't happy with it like at all. It's just, yeah, he just wasn't like, I don't know. It's just, oh yeah, I'm gonna finish this up. Logan just, I don't know. It's just, he just was a terrible boyfriend. He just was terrible. And it's for the fact that, like, with Jess, I really wish she would have ended up with Jess, but take a book out of his page of his book. Take a page out of his book. He healed. He grown up. And he realized Rory just didn't want to grow up. And he stopped. He just kept it friends. She just didn't want to grow up. And just didn't want to go through that. He really wanted her. But he just didn't want to go through that because he already knew she just not it. And the thing with Logan, he just can never... This was wrong with a lot of these men. Like, Lorelai went through this with Luke as well. They are so bad at communication. Like, every time Rory asks him, like even with the seasons of the show, he's saying, like, oh, I'm going to go to New York. Like, he just always wanted to live in a moment. But sometimes you just couldn't live in the moment. And then with when she was in college, when she went to the restaurant, I think when she went to the bar with her friends, with the guy she used to date, he just was so nosy, acting like a little girl. He wanted to embarrass her around her friend and the guy. Like, oh, him and Rory used to talk and all of this and all of that. He just was acting so just feminine. Like, you wanted Rory, but then when somebody else wanted her, you got insecure. You got angry. But it's like you just never wanted. You just wanted to keep her hostage. Same thing with Luke. Luke, you just didn't like Lorelai. You didn't like her. But when somebody else wanted her, Christopher or whatnot, you got mad. That's when you wanted to step up. That's when you wanted to communicate. These men were terrible men. That's why I be so confused why everybody want to blame Lorelai and them, want to blame Rory, why y'all just liked their money. Let's be real. You only liked the Logan because of his money. That's it. Rory just was not satisfied with him. She tried to make it work. She tried. She got pregnant by him and a year in the life. I think she got pregnant by him. Now she's going to have a baby with him. They need to do a reboot on that. The baby should be like 9 years old now. But now she's going to have a baby by this loser. Like, he's going to probably make so many excuses for why he can't be a father. He always wanted to make an excuse. Then he probably wanted to tell her that he's going to be gone for 2 weeks. He just want to live in the moment. He just always thought like a kid. He always wanted to please his father, etc. And she done the same thing. She wanted to people please. She just did it just to do. I don't know why she did. She just wanted to people please. Just stupid. But overall, Logan never liked Rory. He never liked her. He never liked her. He just never liked her. And it's just to sleep with your sister's bridesmaids is a real type of like low. Doing a separation, like, that's why y'all gotta stop taking these men seriously when y'all boyfriend and girlfriend, boyfriend. Stop taking these men so serious. But that should show you, if a man would do that, mind you, if y'all married, it will be 10 times worse. That's why she couldn't marry him. And then, graduation. I'm going to end off with this. Her graduation, because my phone get hot. Her graduation party. He showed up with a carriage, but Lorelai, Christopher was like, oh, no way he's going to propose to her during her graduation party. He did just that. Then he expected her just to say yes. How a loser can you be? He was a loser. How a loser can you be? You expected her to be like, oh my God, Logan thing. Oh my God, yes. Rory was like, no, I got to think about it. You decided at her graduation party that you wanted to propose to her? Out of all days? You decided this time? Because he was ego. He only thought about himself. Like how he embarrassed her at the bar with her friend. The only friend she had from college except from Paris. The only friend. He knew. Like, I loved that he was there for her. Like, when the grandpa was in the hospital, I loved that. But in a year in a life, I'm going to close with this. They had a house in Maine, him and his family. And he gave her the key. Oh, you could go there to write and stuff. But mind you finna get married with this other chick. You finna get married with this other chick. Why are you doing all of this for? That's what I'm saying. He was a good man. Like, he had some good traits, but you doing all of this for me, but you still finna marry this girl. But you just want to live in the moment, right? Ladies, men, this was a sign, like, y'all gotta stop just looking at the prize of a man. Oh, he got money. Yes, I mean, don't ever date somebody, like, don't. But there's so many other rich men that will treat you way better than Logan would ever will. And that's a fact. When Christopher was insecure about Lorelai talking to Luke, some of the stuff he was low-key right, though. Because she still wasn't, but what did he expect, though? She just broke up with Luke that night, and you wanted to get married to her. You're so dumb. Let's say every man that they date, like Rory and like Lorelai, they're just dumb. There's dumb men. They did the wrong times to try to get married. They just was so stupid. They just was so dumb. They picked at the wrong time. The wrong time. But he still stood up. It was like, you know what, Lorelai, I see that you're still in love with this man. I'm going to let you go. But it's just, they always wanted to keep these women hostage. I think a lot of y'all like to be hostage with these men. Y'all like to be hostage. Because Lorelai was like, oh, you know what, I ain't doing it no more. I'm out. Rory sometimes was like that too. She was like, I'm out. They didn't want to be hostage with these men. Emily was. Emily, like, I love the grandfather though, but all she knew was the grandfather. That's all she knew was him. He did like her, but, you know, watching A Year in a Life, like, it took him dying, the grandfather, for Emily to be like, in A Year in a Life, to be like, you know what, I want to live for me. I don't want to do DR. I don't really want to live in this house anymore. But she had every right. It's just every day she had to sit down and be at his command. And Lorelai and them just didn't want to do that. You know, she just didn't want to do that for a man. Rory really didn't either. I feel like Logan always wanted her to be yes command. Like, bark like a dog. From Coming to America. Like he wanted her to be like a dog. And Rory just was like, you know what? I'm not doing that. I'm just not doing that. And I love that within the Gilmore Girls. Like, you know, yeah. I wish we would have saw how it's going to be when she releases that book. Like, I love that, like, Logan was going to help her, like, find a place to write. But still, it's just like, he's just a loser. But yeah. Logan never liked Rory. And yeah, let me know what you think down below. And peace.
Right straight out, look in.
Look him. One quick question.